Our first set will consist of Rita Shelton, and she is accompanied by Michael Wade, James Reed, featuring voice and guitar, and also Dan Walker on voice and guitar. So please make them welcome.
I'm Rita Shelton, and on behalf of the West Kentucky chapter of NSAI, we want to say thank you to Gail Butler Robinson and all of the crew that's made this possible. We enjoy coming every year. We have, to my far left, Dan Walker, James Nevada Reed, and Michael Wade. We have, and I don't know the boy's name on the end. Chris. We have Chris. He's a guitar player and a very good one. I've heard him backstage. He's doing really well. Tonight we'll start it off. I write mostly gospel music, gospel, country, and bluegrass. And one of the first songs that I've ever written was called I'm Almost Home. Okay? I hear crystal waters falling softly down that eternal river where life is found. Angels softly whisper, the moment's come. Storm clouds gather, I look beyond them to a place where life will always abound. There's a way before me, He's gone to prepare it. I'll claim my when I get home. I'm almost home. I'll live with Jesus. He longs to hold me when I reach heaven. I can hear Him calling. I can feel His presence. I'm almost home. I can feel His presence. I'm almost home. Okay? Good job. Those are what, baby?
I'm not hooked up yet.
I'm just making sure it's the right line.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
James is from Nashville, and he is doing really well.
How you guys doing today? Having a good time? Well, I'm going to play a song for you that I'll do my first one that me and Janet Miller, which is one of your local songwriters, and NSI Western director, Kentucky. We wrote together, went with Mike, and it's called Back from Gone. Left that driveway in a cloud of dust, mad as hell. Had it in my mind I was never coming back, I was leaving this town. Ripped that rearview mirror down so I couldn't look back. Told my friends I was through with you, they just laughed. 'Cause they always knew that it wouldn't be long, I'd be on that phone trying to work things out. She's a part of me, can't live without. She's my home run hit, my very first kiss, like being a kid. Like walking on the beach on a sunny day on a summer breeze. Like driving in town, top roll down, wind in my face takes my breath away. Well, it won't be long, I'll be back from gone. Parked that car on the side of that old country road, where I pick those blossoms every night after work. And I can still see that old grassy trail that would take us to the river underneath that tree where we love like hell. We talk about love, we talk about life, we talk about us, and it felt so right. Now I finally see she's all I need. She's my home run hit, my very first kiss, like being a kid. Like walking on the beach on a sunny day in the summer breeze. Like driving in town, top roll down, wind in my face takes my breath away. Well, it won't be long, I'll be back from gone. I learned that love don't give a damn who's wrong or right. Oh, that foolish pride ain't worth that walk away. I left a message on her phone and all I said, I'm on my way. She's my home run hit, my very first kiss, like being a kid. Like walking on the beach on a sunny day in the summer breeze. Like driving in town, top roll down, wind in my face takes my breath away. Well, it won't be long, I'll be back from gone. I'll be back from gone. And you know it won't be long, I'll be in your loving arms. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Mr. Dan Walker.
American. The song was written for you, to you, and about you, inspired by our founders, who were inspired by God when they wrote the Declaration of Independence. Before we became anything else, God made us American first. He gave us our rights, not the government, that cannot be taken, but unless we stand up for them, they can be trampled on. And unless we stand up to lies, it is possible that we can give these birthrights away. We must not be like Esau of the Bible, who gave his birthrights away. My name is Dan Walker. I'm smiling because I'm an American first. Here's why. Before I was known as a son of my dad, before I was known by the only name I had, Before I was known by the color of my skin, God made me American. He gave me life, He gave me liberty. Tried and true, these words have the power to deliver you. My right to believe, my right to defend, God made America. Now some call it hate, some call it pride, but I call it faith and the hope that abides. What I hate is evil. I love my enemies, but I don't give to Caesar what God gives to me. 'Cause before I was a Christian, before I became a man, God made me. So I choose to be happy, my right to sin. Well, there's no freedom. My hope is in Him. And I trust in my God. My God is for Him. God made America. Independence is my rock, where the Constitution stands, where wisdom cries out and love is in command. So when I fall, I shall rise again, 'cause God made America. So I won't give up, won't give in. Check my reason, 'cause I won't give up, won't give in. God made So we won't give up, we won't give in. Check my reason, 'cause we won't give up, won't give in. God made us, He made us American.
Thank y'all. The slogan for NSAI is, "It all begins with a song." We don't consider ourselves to be artists. Most people who say that they write songs say, "I'm not an artist, I'm not a singer, and I'm not a player." But we all have a little bit of it in us, enough that you get a slogan, an idea, something you see, and you can't live with it until you write it down. And so we're a different breed of people. We all come up with ideas. I find an odd verse in the Bible or a sweet verse in the Bible, and I immediately say, I can write a song about that. One of my favorite ones is, it says, "I have engraved you in the palms of my hands." Think about that. Many times I've been troubled with no peace of mind. There are so many problems that face mankind. I can't wait to talk to Jesus about His great plan. Grace is the reason that love redeems a man. He has given us a purpose to fulfill His command. Said, "I'll go with you and keep you all across the land." Just be my faithful servant and help your fellow man. I have engraved you on the palms of my hands. When you think that he's forsaken or forgotten you, just read about his promises. They are so true. He said, follow my mountains and highways this day, and even by the springs of water shall I guide your way. He has given us a purpose to fulfill his commands. Said, I'll go with you and keep you all across the land. Just be my faithful servant and help your fellow man. I have engraved you on the palms of my hands. Did you hear Isaiah's prophecy? Did you see the nail scars in Jesus' hands? He said, I have engraved you on the palms of my hands. Thank you. Thanks.
That's what I'm going to play right now. Is I think a lot of guys kind of wonder what makes a man who he is, but that's the song is called The Man I Am, and I hope you like it. It's called I've been wondering what makes a man who he is and all that he might be. Is it the friends he's had? Is it the measure of a man? All the money that he's had in the palm of his hand? Or is it simpler than that, like a pretty dress, long goodnight kiss on my baby's lips? Well, I might never know the answer to the question till I'm 6 feet under, sucking dirt, dead and gone. But I keep living, I keep loving, doing the best I can. And every now and then I'm drinking beer or two with the best of my friends, 'cause money came by hot summer nights, your sexy smile and the best of times. And all the friends I've had, and my mom and dad, and the woman I love, made me the man I am. Another day begins, I drank a cup of brew, ate a bite or two, and then I'm out the door. And driving down the road, I finally realize all the things in my life that I'm thankful for. I got a woman like you who loves me true and makes me feel like a man. And all the friends I've had are always there for me, no matter what I need, to give the blood they bleed. So I keep living, I keep loving, doing the best I can. And every now and then drinking beer or two with the best of my friends, 'cause money can't buy hot summer nights, your sexy smile and the best of times. And all the friends I've had, and my mom and dad, and the woman I love, made me the man I am, made the man I am. Well, I don't know my destiny, oh, but life's been good to me. I got all I need. I'm happy being me. So I keep living, I keep loving, doing the best I can. And every now and then I drink beer or two with the best of my friends. 'Cause money can't buy hot summer nights, your sexy smile and the best of times. And all the friends I've had, and my mom and dad, and the woman I love, made me the man I am, made the man I am. I'm proud of who I am. Thank you. Thank you.
Alive in Me. Got this idea from an elderly preacher. He was telling us that he was so ornery that he had to go to the Lord's potter wheel every day to get his cracks patched so he could carry water, living water, to thirsty souls. Well, I thought that was pretty neat. He referred to himself as a crackpot. So I borrowed that line and finished the song. And I like this one because it challenges me to allow what I believe and who I believe in to be alive in me. Well, I'm a crack pot on the vessel, hard and I must get down every day. I can carry water to weary travel, in my heart there's something I must say. I know where there is treasure anywhere, if you take the time to look. In the book that I am reading, it's alive in me. Alive in me.
Thanks, Dan. The mountains ringing, the pine trees singing, the valleys filled with music so clear, life's richest blessings we're granted daily. We can hear the echo seen it all, heard life's beck and call, walked many a mile without a smile. The way's not paved now with roads of know-how. I've reached life's summit, I've seen it all. I've seen loved ones live long, love and then die, felt disappointments enough to cry. Life's greatest treasures are more than one. When we've lived a life that is fully done, I've seen it all, heard life's beck and call, walked many a mile without a smile. The way's not paved now with roads of know-how. I've reached life's summit, I've seen it all. I've reached life's summit, I've seen it all. Thank you.
This one I'm gonna play right now is called More Than Now and Then. And I might have fingered some now and then. I might mess up a little bit, but I try to do the best I can. So bear with me. Let's see. Well, I've been wondering where you are, what you're doing. It's been hard knowing you're not here, lying next to me. I know we both said we were through, but my mind still thinks of you and the love we had. 'Cause this broken heart still bleeding bad. Do I ever cross your mind? Does it make you cry? Does that pillow on your bed miss my head lying next to you, whispering I love you? And do your lips miss my gentle kiss? And does your body miss the touch of my breath upon your skin? Do you think of me, baby, more than now and then? The boss man says, how you doing, friend? I hide the pain and I lie again, hoping he can't see what you meant to me. And all my friends think I'm doing fine. They can't see all the hurt inside and all the tears I've cried, 'cause it's missing you, it's killing me. Do I ever cross your mind? Does it make you cry? Does that pillow on your bed miss my head lying next to you, whispering I love you? Do your lips miss my gentle kiss? And does your body miss the touch of my breath upon your skin? Do you think of me, baby, more than now and then? Baby, more than now and then. I can't help myself, 'cause after all this time I can't all this time. I keep holding on to go on. Do I ever cross your mind? Does it make you cry? Does that pillow on your bed miss my head lying next to you, whispering I love you? And do your lips miss my gentle kiss? And does your body miss the touch of my breath upon your skin? Do you think of me, baby, more than now and then? Baby, more than now and then, when you're loving him. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Taste Honey again. This is a song written to, for, and about American veterans. The lines came from a bunch of American veterans. They just happened to play football for me and wrestle for me, all the way from the Vietnam era, all the way up to Afghanistan. These young men shared their hearts with me of why they fought. And they fought for all the right reasons, but they fought for a lot of reasons. One young man said what he missed most was the smell of honey's perfume. And I knew what that meant, because I had to get him to focus on football long enough to win the game. And they talked about mom's cooking and the smell of popcorn before a big football game. I never thought about writing this song till I went to Washington, D.C., and I visited the Vietnam Memorial. I was running my fingers down through a young man's name that didn't make it back. And I am not worthy to even lace up the boots of someone that fought for my freedom, let alone die for my freedom. But I felt it was necessary to put on this young man's boots in order to write a song and to sing this song called Taste Honey Again. heard a senator say, we're wrong fighting today. Chances are he was safe going home, 'cause he could taste it again. But I heard my old sergeant say, we're free because of the brave. Have to learn how to fight and survive with our friends. And I can taste it. Yes, we're fighting for God and our country. If there's freedom, then we'll fight to the end. So we're going down so we can.
Have you enjoyed Chris, Dan Walker, James Reed, Michael Wade? Give them a big hand.
Okay, guys, this was a total surprise to James Nevada Reed. But he drove all the way to Nashville. Nobody drives to my house to play 3 songs and then has to go down there and sit down, especially with a voice like his. He got lost on the way. He didn't get to do a sound check. So I really put him on the spot. So give him a little encouragement.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I think I'm going to go on the patriotic theme that. Excuse me, I forgot his name, but he's got some great dance, got some great music. This one's called "Living Free, Just Being Me." Cup of coffee, a cigarette, wrinkles shake. I was not prepared to play it, and I just messed up on this song. Sorry about that. A cup of coffee, a cigarette. The night before, still wrinkled head in my wrinkled head. Wrinkled sheets and French perfume all over me. Red lipstick, velvet lips, another midnight memory. But that's the life I lead, 'cause I'm living free. 'Cause there ain't nothing in this world I'd rather be than living free. Living as I please, I don't ask no one. Living on the run, always having fun. I'm living good, I'm loving fast, living life, never looking back. 'Cause I'm living free, living free, just being me. Every now and then I think of all those men in a foreign land, just trying to protect the red, white, and blue, and freedom for me and you. I hope it won't be long until they come back home and we can finally say, Thanks to all of you and your bravery, still living free. 'Cause there ain't nothing in this world I'd rather be than living free. Living as I free, don't.
Hello, everyone. We're glad you're here tonight. My name is Janet Miller. I'm the West Kentucky coordinator for the Nashville Songwriters Association International. And didn't our first group do a great job? Well, I'm on stage tonight with a couple of upcoming artists. First of all, I'd like to introduce Michael Wade. He's my co-writer, musician. He's from transplant from California back into Murray, Kentucky, and we're so glad to have him as a part of our group. He is unbelievable. Michael Wade. On my left is Chad Mullins, incredible, and talented guy.
Oh, Janet, come on now.
And, you know, we're co-writers, and we've written some hit songs, so we're going to be rich, aren't we, Chad? Right?
I sure am hoping so.
And he's a nurse. If we get sick, he can take care of us.
And I got 2 kids and another one on the way, so we needed some songs. You know?
Yeah, I told him the other day, I said, finish those 2 songs. We got to hurry up before that baby gets here. Anyway, but he's a great talent. He was in Nashville for a while, and he's going back now and claim his victory and his fame in Nashville. And I'm just glad to be a writer with him, and I'm proud of him. And the next lady is so special. This is Olivia West. She is an unbelievable talent. She's from Nashville. Her family's here tonight. Olivia, give her a hand. I was
applauding the kids for sitting so quiet.
Yeah. Olivia has been in Nashville a while with some of her friends are famous now. And the producers and publishers follow her around to her shows and just listen to her. And she's going to be famous someday. And she's a co-writer and with me, but she's an unbelievable. Her voice is just magical. And you'll hear that tonight. And we're glad to have her here from Nashville.
And Janet is one of the most amazing people you will ever meet. Since she likes to inflate all of us, we need to stop and inflate Janet for a little bit. Michael, what other things can we inflate about Janet? She does. She has the largest
heart. And she's quick
heart.
and she's witty.
She's also beautiful inside and out. She can sing and play better than she'll ever admit.
Oh, well, I paid her to say all that.
No, you didn't. And this is Chris George. He plays guitar with me and bass guitar with me, sometimes at the same time. On stage at all of my house band gigs in Nashville. He drove all the way from Nashville today also. So please give him a hand.
Well, we're just going to get right on it here. I'm going to open it. And I don't have any family here tonight, but I've got some of my church family. Yes, I do. I've got some good, my friends are my family. But I'd like to say something. This song I wrote with probably one of the most special co-writers I've ever had was my mother before she passed away. And my friend Patty at church told me a story about digging her flowers up in her mom's yard. And I was able to finish the song after that. And Patty hasn't heard this before, so don't cry now. Down an older road just past the county line stood a lonely old farmhouse weathered by time. Front door was open as to welcome me in, and I heard voices say, "Where have you been?" Feeling sad and a little alone. Give me a little time and I'll be okay. Oh, I'm walking through my memories today. Hey, hey,
sagging and rusty with hope. Fireplace was worn and the ashes were cold. Walked on the hill where they're laid to rest. I heard Mama say you done your best. I can't go there 'cause they're not home. Feeling sad and a little alone. Give me a little time and I'll be okay. Oh, I'm walking through my memories today. Hey, hey, hey. Walk from the hill where they're laid to rest. I'm a little sad, but Lord, I'm blessed. Can't go there 'cause they're not home. Feeling sad and a little alone. Give me a little time and I'll be okay. Oh, I'm walking through my memories today. Talking to my memories today. Hey, hey.
Very nice. Very, very nice. Hey, guys, can I get just a little bit more up here in the monitor of just my vocal, please? Check 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. Check 1, 1. There you go. Good deal. All right, my name is Chad Mullins. It's good to see all of you here tonight. Let's give Gail a big hand for getting us all together and having us out here. For sure, this is a nice little setting. This first tune I'm going to do is a song I wrote many, many years ago, actually when I was living in Nashville, with a guy named Ashley Gorley, who's went on now to make millions as a songwriter. I guess I should have stuck with him there, down there, you know. Anyways, this is a tune. It's called Helpless, and I hope you like it. I've never been the type who likes to let go of the reins. I've always had both hands on the wheel. I keep it nice and straight. So every time I feel my heart falling, I turn it around. Until the first night I looked in your eyes. Look at me now, helpless. There's no way I can control this. You're breaking down my defenses. Girl, what else can I do? Love you, it's crazy the way that your love has changed me. 'Cause I never knew that I wanted to feel this helpless. Oh, I was getting good at getting by on my own. Now I can't remember a time I was ever alone. Girl, you had my hands tied and my heart locked up with one touch. But baby, I don't mind losing this fight, 'cause I'm lost in your love. Yeah, I'm helpless. There's no way I can control this. You're breaking down my defenses. Girl, what else can I do? Love you, it's crazy the way that your love has changed me. 'Cause I never knew that I wanted to feel Thank you.
My turn. Yeah, since everybody's talking about their co-writers this past, I'll talk about mine. And this song was probably he's definitely my favorite co-writer I ever had. He's sitting in the audience. He's wearing a little yellow jacket. You want to wave at everybody, Luke? I was going to steal the hook from him because he was singing himself to sleep one night, and then he knows all my songs by heart, and whenever I practice, he tells me which one to practice next. And Joey comes running into the room while I was practicing one day, and Joey's practicing his windmill strum. You know, getting down on one knee and going, "I'm a rock star," with his toy guitar. And Luke said, "Mommy, next sing Joey is a rock star." And I said, "That's not a real song." And he said, "Let's make it." And I couldn't argue with that. So we sat down and we made a song that day. And Lukey was 4. He was almost 5. Yeah? And there's a whole lot of Jonas Brothers in it, but you wouldn't know that unless you watched Jonas Brothers that season, because the story involves a lot of that. You sing it with me? You can sit right there and sing it with me. He sings with me a lot in Nashville. Joey is rock star. He can play all your requests. Have you wrapped around fingers flying on his guitar? Got a gig in California. Who's Fender in the van? Told me, babe, I tried to warn you that I'm not a family man. Rock on, rock star. Chase your fortune and your dream. Rock on, rock star. Just rock yourself to sleep. Rock yourself to sleep. Luke, he is a drummer. He's got the rhythm in his hands. Fell in love with me that summer when he played in Joey's band. On the strands of California, down the street to all of me. Left the band in there for you, I forgot Joey. Rock on, rock star. Chase your fortune and your dream. Rock on, rock star. Just rock yourself to sleep. Rock yourself to sleep. Rock yourself to Joey's still a rock star. Now he's old and times have changed. On the road now his guitar, nobody knows his name. Whoa. Rock on, rock star. Chase your fortune and your dream. Rock on, rock star. Just rock yourself to sleep. Rock yourself to sleep. Rock yourself to sleep.
Woo! I told you.
And that's a lullaby at our house.
These guys are awesome. I'm telling you. They're my co-writers. They're going to be on stage in Nashville. I'm just proud to be right here with them tonight.
You'll be right there with us.
Well, I'll be there, you know, counting money. They got voices, man. Well, this is the first song I wrote several years ago, and I sent it to Nashville, and this is what got me down to Nashville. But you going to sing with me, Miss Olivia?
Of course.
Now, this was what would happen to you. It didn't happen to me, but if we didn't have good parents, this is what would happen to you. Coca-Cola in a
Dixie cup, little bourbon, fill it up. Rock and roll all night long, chasing life into the early dawn. Small town girl with big time dreams. Lazy days by the railroad tracks, counting trains never come back. Worried about heaven and hell, had the devil by the tail. There was a small town girl with big time dreams. Fallen angels that keep on falling, and their mamas that keep on calling, calling them home, calling them home. Mama said you can't get far, $20 and a worn out car, headed west to LA. Worked the streets night and day. There was a small town girl with big time dreams. Daddy says you can't come home, you make it on your own. Worked all night and slept all day, picking up the devil's pay. There was a small town girl with big time dreams. Fallen angels, they keep on falling, and their mamas, they keep on calling, calling them home, calling them home. Coca-Cola in a Dixie cup, a little bourbon, fill it up. Rock and roll all night long, chasing life into the early dawn. There was a small town girl with big time dreams, big time dreams, big time dreams, big time dreams.
That's such a good song.
That's going to be on our first album, right?
That's purty.
Absolutely.
It's purty.
It's a purty song. Who wouldn't cut that?
Let's do Something Ain't Right. This is a tune that I had the pleasure of writing with Janet and Michael over here. A little up-tempo thing, but it's fun. It's real fun. It's called Something Ain't Right. Let me scoot up here and get on the edge of my seat here.
He knocked this out of the ballpark. I'm telling you, when we wrote it, it was fun.
All right. Rolling down the highway on the interstate, rolling down my window to try to keep awake. Every light's flashing, the gas is running low. Drove 50 miles, got 100 left to go. A hotel up ahead with a vacancy sign. Pulled over for a room, I need to clear my mind. I closed the door and turned on the lights. I fell to my knees, that's when I knew something ain't right. Well, something ain't right, everything's wrong. Gotta take a little time and find out what's going on. I could've stayed around and talked things through, but something told me what I already knew. Oh, yeah. interstate. I turn this thing around, 'cause there's a feeling I can't shake. Ain't stopping nothing, just cross the county line. Know when I get there, no telling what I'll find. I've been seeing little signs along the way. You can't tell me, baby, that nothing's changed. I pulled in the drive and killed the lights. That big old truck told me, yeah, something ain't right, yeah. Well, something ain't right, everything's wrong. Gotta take a little time and find out what's going on. I could've stayed around and talked things through, but something told me what I already knew, yeah, yeah. I should've listened to Mama a long time ago. She said when something don't feel right, baby, you just gotta know that if something ain't right and everything's wrong, you gotta take a little time and find out what's going on. 'Cause hanging around ain't worth the fight. So truck on down that road when you know something ain't right, yeah. Oh yeah, something ain't right.
Woo! That makes you want to get up and dance.
I was sitting down dancing. Lukey and Joey, I would love it if you would sit down too. Please sit down for Mommy. When you come home. This one doesn't have nearly as cute a co-write story. Actually, I was supposed to go write with one of my co-writers, and he always bugs me. He always drives me crazy about the fact that every time I get a great idea, I write it by myself. And the phone rang in the morning, and he was calling to tell me that his bus was going to be pulling in a little late because he was playing guitar on the road with somebody, and he wasn't going to be there on time to write with me. And he called me, and the phone woke me up from a dream about singing at the Grammys with Elton John, because, you know, I don't dream about normal things. So when I get off the phone with him, I came up with this awesome song idea, and then I had to wait for hours and hours just so I wouldn't write it by myself. So he couldn't tell me I always write all my best ideas by myself. So I came to him with this first verse, and we turned it into this song.
I wrote you a long-distance love song, and I hope that you make it your ringtone. So whenever I call you, I can tell you I love you before you even answer the phone. I left you a note in your suitcase. You can read when you're having a long day. It's in the side pocket, and the heart I drew on it was mine. You should take, but you're miles away.
And by the way, Olivia has CDs for sale tonight. So
do.
How much are
they? They are $10 a piece.
And
two for $15, or you can get all 3 of them for $20.
And she will sign those and autograph them, and that might be a good thing to buy one of her CDs tonight because she's going to be in Nashville someday on stage.
I am in Nashville on stage 7 nights a week.
Well, I know, but you know what I mean.
Tonight.
But you'd be getting big paychecks.
Yeah.
Songs come about a lot of reasons. We'll get serious here in a minute. Michael puts up with me. I tell the story. The only reason I'm on here, the stage with these guys and singing is because Gail, about 4.5 years ago, we signed some writers up, and I said, well, I'm not going to get on stage. She said, sing me a verse and a chorus. She said, you're on stage. I said, no, I don't want to do it. Do I have to? And she said, Janet, you're going to do it. So that was the first time I ever got on stage, and I was so nervous. I'm still not at ease with it, but it's not easy when you're a housewife and a grandma and to get up here. I just want to write these songs. I don't want to perform them, but this guy over here on the right, he is like Hitler. He says, hit it, Janet, hit it. I know, but you know what? If Michael, he's like, Janet, you missed your beat.
You're the nicest Hitler I ever met, Michael.
No. When it comes to making me do
I like your hat better, though.
Yeah.
For sure.
And your lack of mustache.
But Michael and I come up with some of the darndest songs, and he's like, where'd that come from? And I said, play it again. But this song came from somewhere deep, and I was singing it, and Michael put the melody to it, and we came up with this, and I hope you like it. Like I said, I'm not your performer like these guys, but I'm not supposed to make excuses. I just do it.
Just do it.
All right, ready?
I've had heartache, and I made hearts break. Whoa, and this life I've had lately been hard. I've had sleepless nights trying to make my wrongs right. Yeah, loving myself when no one could. Taking the high road, shedding off a heavy load. Now I'm waking up with the sun in my eyes. It's the first time in a long time that I realize I can't do nothing about the bridges I burn. It's a cold hard fact. It's a cold hard fact. Another one of life's lessons I've had to learn. I got my family. God gave me good friends. When I'm gone, I pray my spirit lives on. I'm gonna stay strong, do the best I can. Whoa, I'm standing here with my heart in my hand. I can't do nothing about the bridges I burn. It's a cold hard fact. It's a cold hard fact. Another one of life's lessons I've had to learn. I've got a purpose. I've been searching all my life. Just just need a little peace before I die. Life is what it is. My life was what it was. I can't do nothing about the bridges I burned. It's a cold hard fact. It's a cold hard fact. Another one of life's lessons I've had to learn. It's a cold, hard fact. Another one of life's lessons I've had to learn.
Chad hadn't heard that one.
This next song I'm going to do is it's a tune that I kind of came in on the end of. The lyrics, there was two friends of mine, two women that were writing, and many years, it was some years ago, I was getting some songs ready for a record, and they kind of brought this song. They'd been working on it, and we heard it, and I started working on the music more to it and added to it, and anyways, the song is called If My Pockets Were As Deep As My Dreams, and I want to send this song out to my wife tonight because she has, anybody who's ever been married to a musician has to know that it can be really tough at times. And so, because, you know, we have this dream and it's in us, it's in our blood. It's,
and we have to do it or we're not us.
Exactly. And we lived in Nashville for a number of years, and then we moved back to Murray, and we moved in with her mom and dad for 4 years. And I went to college, and so, you know, we've done a lot, all kinds of crazy stuff. So anyways, but again, this song's called If My Pockets Were As Deep As My Dreams, and hope you enjoy it. You're so beautiful. You deserve the best. You don't know how much I'd give you inside my head. You'd wear silk and satin and a great big diamond ring. If my pockets were as deep as my dreams, but I'm just starting out in life. I'll hardly ever die, but we have each other, and we can take our time. 'Cause you know in my heart that you'd be a queen. If my pockets were as deep as my dreams. So for now I'll pick the wildflowers until the orchids grow. The stars can serve as diamonds, and the sun will be our gold. 'Cause you know if I had my way, yeah, you'd have everything. If my pockets were as deep as my dreams. But I'm just starting out in life. I hardly ever die, but we have each other, and we can take our time, yeah. 'Cause you know in my heart that you'd be a queen if my pockets were as deep as my dreams. If my pockets were as deep as my dreams. Thank you.
That was awesome. I'm going to be really shallow and trite right now. I don't have a clever introduction for this song. I came up with the chorus of this song while I was transferring laundry one day in the trailer. Yeah, and it's called "What Do You Want to Do Now?" And that means that every night when we are playing with our house band at the bar over in Music Valley that we play at, we're there at Scoreboard if you're ever in Nashville. Every night but Tuesday. And when we're playing, we always go, okay, what do we want to do now? And then we go, oh, let's do what do we want to do now? So we joke about how I need to write a song called What Song Do You Want to Do Next? And things like that, so that we have a little variety when we're stuck. Oh yes, Chris the sound man. This is the song that Chris the guitarist would like some extra bass on. So, without further ado, the laundry washing song. We can try to cover this up. Didn't happen. We can act like we were never enough. Fall back on old habits. You know me so well. You know I'm scared of this. I don't even know myself. Do I want to die then? What do you want to do now? Where do we go from here? Now that we're clear and it's all
Holy cow.
Thank you.
Well, I'm going to say something, something tonight. Michael and I, we might as well tell him, we got a song taken for consideration by Ashton Shepherd. In the same week, I got another song taken by Luke Bryan to consider. They're both cutting an album in November. But, you know, we're gonna stop doing that. Right here is the artist, and we're going to write directly to these guys. So I'm going to put one of you on the spot tonight. I'm not going to do this song. Are you prepared to do a song, He Got You? Can you do that we wrote?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I'm putting him on the spot right now because I think I need to pass up and you need to hear this song. This song is really special. I wrote this at work. Maybe I don't need to say that, in an hour. Brought it back to these guys, put it down, and it's one of my husband's favorite songs, and he said it's a hit. Chad Mullins is a star. And he's not here tonight, he's on a trip, but he doesn't come out much, but he hears these guys, he says, quit writing to these stars. He said, you've got stars, and give them a hand. I mean, they blow me away. I'm just amazed. So I'm putting you on the spot, Mr. Chad, but I think this song needs to be heard tonight.
You talking about He Got You?
Yeah. He can do it.
Of course he can.
Okay.
And we wrote this, Michael and me and Chad wrote this.
The bottle laid empty by the bed on the floor. I kissed your head, then I closed the door. I felt my world was over. There was nothing left I could do. One last prayer to God that I ask you take care of you, yeah. There's a mighty fine line between heaven and hell. Yeah, the price a man pays, only God knows well. I made a deal with the devil that he'd set you free, he wanted you, but he got me. These feelings inside me are taking control. They fill up my mind, it leave me dark and cold. It's not what I wanted, or where I want to be. Yeah, the devil, he wanted you, but instead he got me, yeah. There's a mighty fine line between heaven and hell. Yeah, the price a man pays, only God knows well. I made a deal with the devil that he'd set you free, he wanted you, but he got me. Oh, yeah. They say a man won't do things for those that he loves. One night in my weakness, I was about to give in. God help me, he's about to win, yeah. There's a mighty fine line between heaven and hell, yeah. In the price a man pays, only God knows well. I made a deal with the devil. He set you free, he wanted you, but he got me. Oh, yeah, he got me. Yeah.
Go ahead, you're up again, and then Olivia will let you close out. And oh, I know. I said, Chad, go on and do another one. You took my turn. You took my turn. That song had to be.
Let's hear Olivia do
okay,
one.
then,
And
all right.
And then maybe I'll do another one.
Yeah, you will do another one.
Well, all righty then.
Hey, I won't give up my turn just to anybody.
I got you. I appreciate that. Why don't you go ahead and say one for us?
Okay. Well, gosh. I wrote this one in a very unconventional way. I came up with the melody in a very, very unconventional way. I'm actually saving that story for CMT. But I, needless to say, I came up with this melody, and I needed to write it, and I knew what it needed to be about. And I went around, and I was like asking all my co-writers. I was like, "Hey, will you write this song with me? Because I'm afraid I'm going to overwrite the lyrics." And I was like, "It needs to be a standard. It needs to sound like Patsy Cline." And everybody's like, "Well, that's career suicide to write a song for Patsy Cline." And so nobody would write it with me. And then one day, my husband, who's sitting there keeping my little boys together, he had to pull an unexpected double shift at his work where he was working at the time, and he ended up working overnight and working like 20 hours straight. And so I was laying in bed alone, and that was the name I wanted for the song. So I was actually inspired to write it that night by myself, and it is the title track of my album, Alone and Personal. So please do pick it up if you like it. And if you're really, really good, I'll tell you how I came up with the melody. Alone. No, that's the wrong song. I don't wanna be alone anymore. I keep hoping that you walk through the door. I haven't even changed a lot since you've gone. I don't wanna be alone. No. walk through the door. Haven't even changed your life since you've gone. I don't wanna be alone. I don't wanna be alone. I don't wanna be alone.
Woo! Is she not great? Listen, Chris George on the end, give him a hand. Is he not unbelievable?
This is the kind of guitarist you're lucky to find in Nashville.
He's having fun tonight. We want to thank you guys. It's been a great night. We'll let Chad close it out. And I don't think, do you have any albums for sale, Chad?
No, not right now.
Not right now.
That's what we're working on.
That's what we're working on.
But I have 3.
She has 3. And please.
So buy them up.
Yes, buy them
Please.
and let her sign them. And we want to thank the college here for having us out, and Gail Robertson Butler. Want to thank our writers, our friends. We hope you've had fun tonight. And this is a good start to opening season for Gail. She's got a special place in our heart, and she just obligated me to $25,000 if we have a hit song. So it'll happen. It'll happen, and it's going to happen. I feel it. These guys here, Chad, let's get these songs finished. And Chad, you close it out. Thank you, guys.
All right. Speaking of open season, this last song that I'm going to do, I'll give you a brief story about this song. I'm not a hunter, never been a hunter in my life. Any hunters here? All right, all right.
There's one
All
guy
right,
who
this song
hunts
is
twice.
especially for you. Okay. So my mom and dad live in Ohio. One of their next door neighbors, he's a corporate bigwig guy for Mossy Oak, the company. And my dad is one of those, my mom and dad both, but especially my dad. He's one of those people that, you know, if he's proud of his kid, you know, everybody in the world knows, you know, where I live, what I do, all the songs I've ever sang. He plays them, everything. So anyways, this guy calls me on the phone and he says, hey, would you be interested in coming down and entertaining a bunch of us at a turkey camp in Texas? You know, I was just sitting around the campfire playing in the evenings. And so I was like, well, sure. You know, I play banjo and guitar. And so I took it down there. And they said, well, you're going to hunt too. And I said, well, I've never been in my life before, you know. And make a long story short, they said, well, can you write a song for us in regards to, you know, this way of life? And I grew up on a farm. I'd shot a gun before, but never at a turkey, okay? So this was a new experience for me. And they videotaped me doing it. They videotaped 2 misses and 1 hit. So
this better be a good song. This better be really good. This better be good.
So anyways, this song is called Way of Life. So I hope you enjoy it. And just so you know, when you're listening to the last verse, I had found out that Obsession is a line of clothing that Mossy Oak makes that's especially for their turkey hunting, okay? So just remember that. Put that right there in your head, okay? Anyways, all right, here we go. I rise early while the family's still tucked in. What a pretty day to kick off the season. Meet the guys down at that open lot, Johnson grass and pines. We blend in if we could hide our smiles. Just good old boys, no matter where we drive. We walk on common ground. Here raises on a collar of any color just before you fire around. It might sound a little crazy, but it's in the sight you see. It's the only way of life for me. That old Mossberg pump may not be pretty, but it shoots as straight as a new Benelli. Yeah, I like the way that that mossy oak. Looks on my truck. Time to head out. Let's live it up. Yeah, just good old boys. No matter what we try, we walk on common ground. It raises on a collar of any color just before you fire around. Might sound a little crazy, but it's in the sight you see. It's the only way of life for me. All right. Here comes the last verse. Y'all ready? All right. Take it down.
Wait.
Pull in the drive. Still wearing that new obsession, covered head to toe, but she'll never smell it. When I get home, I'll give my wife the bird. Nobody cooks it up quite like her. Yeah, just good old boys. No matter where we drive, we walk on common ground. Here raises on a collar of any color just before you fire around. It might sound a little crazy, but it's in the sight you see. It's the only way of life for me. Well, it might sound a little crazy, but it's in the sight you see. It's the only way of life for me.
That was hot. Gail,
oh, thank you.
You're great. Well, thank you again. James Reed, thank you for coming from Nashville. And thank you, Olivia, for coming from Nashville. And we'll probably have you back. And we just love you guys. And Chris, thank you for coming. And our writers here, just come out and join our group. And look at this lady. We're going to let her have the last word.
No, I just want to say, as usual, desserts are half price for lunch tomorrow or a midnight snack. I don't really care. Just go get you one or two or three and take it home. And give these guys a great big hand.
Really good. Thank you, Janet.